Namo Jananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandaya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namo. Pancha Kalpataruvasya Kripa Sindhubhaivacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayati Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gauratise Namaha. Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Sri Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Echai Gosai Kari Charana Bandhan Jahoite Vignana Abhishta Puran Bhava Sarupatam Krishna Priya Variyasi Prema Bhakti Pradevi Radhiketa Namamaham. Radhe Vrindavanadhisi Karunamritavahini Kripaya Nijapadabja Dasyam Mayam Padiyatam Vande Nanda Brajestrinam
Please, the Shastra, it has been said, Vyasadeva that if you don't take shelter of any of the four sampradayas, then the mantra you chant will be fruitless. You cannot do sadhana is in vain, not getting fruit. Especially in Kali Yuga, there are four sampradayas: Shri Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, and Rudra Sampradaya. Shri Brahma, Rudra, and Sanatan Sampradaya, Chatusham. So Acharya Ramanuji appeared in the Shri Sampradaya. In the Brahma Sampradaya, Madhavacarya appeared. And the Rudra Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami, he appeared in the Rudra Sampradaya. Madhavacarya also appeared in his Sampradaya. Jadashan Sampradaya, Nimbaditya appeared. For the welfare of the world, they all appeared. This is the directive of the Shastras. So one, without taking shelter of the four sampradayas, if he does something on his own, then he won't get any fruit. Kali Yuga, the influence of Kali is very far-reaching. So this Brahma Sampradaya, Adi Guru Brahma, he saw his creation, he saw that who will preach this dharma in Pratilok. Only discipline will not do, unless you empower someone. Like there's a boy, you beat him so much, but he will not change. He'll still be naughty. And again he'll come and sit on your lap. He'll cry, and still he'll come and sit on your lap. Similarly, he's always very useless, ignorant. Still, he will always, his intelligence is not so pure. He has no Shakti. He has no Shakti. If you say that you don't have any Shakti Buddhi, then he'll become very upset. But if you say very intelligent, then he becomes very happy. Because the Kali Yuga Jiva is very ignorant, buddhihin. They have no intelligence, but still they think of themselves to be very intelligent. You say, oh, you're useless. He said, oh, you called me useless. That means you are useful. Then he'll say, you called me useless, and how are you in any way useful? He will never accept. So Brahma was thinking, I have to empower Jiva. One doesn't have the strength, this Balhin Vyakti. We can never achieve this Atma-Gyan. Because with the Jadabal, Atma-Gyan is not had. The relationship with the body never goes away. So how will we had this Atma-Gyan? So Brahmaji was thinking what to do. So he inquired from Vyasadeva. Because Vyasadeva, he has described what is useful, what is not useful, Paramarthik, Lokik, and everything. Made many disciples and propagated this line everywhere. So he consulted him. He said the five tattvas in the jivas: earth, water, fire, air, ether. Body is made of these five elements. And the most important is Pranavayu. Without this life air, then the other elements will not work. Even without water, fire, ether, anyhow the body can work. It will run for some time. But without this life force, without this air, even less than a second, body cannot exist. Therefore, you see the yogis, they enter into samadhi for thousands of years. What do? they become separate from all the other elements, become separate from their mind, and they become absorbed in their Atma. So in every muhurta, see there's a living entity saying, oh, Jiva is taking so many deep breaths. So then the order is given to the Vayu Devata. Then he, with every he'll help make one follow Bhakti. So one is taking breaths, still is thinking about something else. Because when the air enters inside, and so many insects, worms, and all the other living entities also enter inside one's body. One person is very good, but within moments he changes. And gone Bhiksha, with sadhus, they went to one house, we started knocking at the door. We said, Radhe Shyam. And someone would laugh and they'd open the door, saying, oh, come and sit inside. Then they'd bring some atta, some sabji. Then we get like 5 paisa, 2 paisa. And we go to another house. Then they release their dog. And they bought on stick, they threw stones. And then the sadhu, he was thinking that this person has become full of tamogun. That's why he's trying to attack us. The sadhu, then he goes to another house. Then when he goes to another house, they abuse him even more. Saying, you're coming every day for Bhiksha, and saying many bad things. And go 4 or 5 homes more. He goes to the 6th house, and that person is very peaceful, very well-mannered, very respectable. Then in the sadhu says, just see how he is and just see how the others are. Full of tamogun. And they say, oh Baba, you're making puris, eat some puri and then go. So every living entity has this tamogun. How will this tamogun go away? Where does this rajagun come from? Sattvagun come from? So Krishna, he says that by meditating on the objects of the senses, then what will happen? He gets the qualities of that particular association he is present in. You see, water doesn't have any color. It reflects the color of the object it is placed in. So the jiva is always pure. When the jiva meditates on a new Vishaya, and slowly, by the association of that Vishaya, sense objects, his intelligence also becomes like that. His tendency also becomes like that. It's full of tamagun, rajagun. You see those in rajagun, they're chewing palm, putting nice oil, saying, oh, we'll also teach our children to do the same. And then thinking like this, they start making arrangements. And then they say, it's every inhalation and exhalation. See, the jiva sometimes goes to those in tamagun. Like you say, they say it's polluted. They say there's bacteria everywhere. You cannot clean the place. They say there's carbon in there. But where there's a forest, it's very clean, pure. There's a river there flowing very nicely. And similarly, the jivas, if they stay in place of ignorance, say, the village is like considered to be in the mode of ignorance, in the mode of passion, and the forest is in the mode of goodness, and the temple is a place of pure goodness. Hell place where drinking, gambling, meat eating is going on is a place of ignorance. is drinking, doing drugs. As a place of tamagun. Say all these insects, living entities, they enter into such a place, and one will surely have become affected by tamagun. And by going to the village, this rajagun increases within him. One ties a turban, one ties a 4-meter turban on his head. Then he says, my turban will be 10 meters long. How can he wear a 4-meter long turban on his head? And you see if someone's father or grandfather dies, at the time they tie many turbans on his head as a custom. Like you say, he'll tie the turban with his own hand, put tilak on, he'll respect him very nicely. And you say the king is also very happy. His turban is placed on his head. And they say the village is a place of passion. And you see everyone, they also have affected by this mode, corresponding mode of passion. Why? Because the living entities, they influence them in such a way. You go to the forest there, you see the plants and trees. They don't have this Rajasic and Tamasic Bhakti. But if you go to the African jungles, then there, if you stand on a tree, you see the branches of the tree will embrace you. It seems they're massaging you, the branches. And you say they're nicely scratching you. And then what do? They stick onto you, the branches of the tree. And then you cannot escape from that tree. And then the tree drinks your blood. They say they have such carnivorous plants also and trees in Africa. And you see even in the ocean, there are big octopuses who sink big ships. They use their they sink the entire ship. There are such creatures in the ocean also. So with every inhalation and exhalation, then one becomes like this. All the impurities enter within him, and these living entities enter inside. But if you go to a very nice place, flowers are blossoming, in the forest, you go there, you see the fragrance of the flowers will enter inside you, then your mind will become happy, senses, everything will become happy. So Brahmaji, he said, you should catch hold of this Vayu Devata. Because Vayu Devata, what quality does he have? Wherever he goes, wherever there is a bad fragrance, foul odor, we cannot purify the place on our own. But Vayu Devata, he purifies the entire atmosphere. And then he remains unattached. But in some places, they make such a house where even the air cannot enter inside. But still anyhow he enters inside to purify the atmosphere. So Brahmaji called Vayu Devata and he said, you should go to this world and you should give this Shabda Brahma. Give this Parabrahma. Make all the living entities related, have sambandha with Parabrahma. So with every breath, they just smell the aroma of tulsi leaves offered at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. The chandan offered at his lotus feet. With every breath, they should engage in Nam Kirtan. And they'll be pure, inside out. So Brahmaji said that Pawan Devata's manifestation was Hanuman. In Ram Leela, he was Hanuman. And in Dwapar Yuga, he appeared as Bhim. So then he said, now, if they agree, it's good. If you don't agree, then Bhimsena has a club. And Hanuman, you see, he's burned all of Lanka into ashes. If anyone is inimical to his Prabhu's seva, then he burns them to ashes. He will not let anyone live. Or else he'll tie that person with his tail and throw him somewhere. But you'll have to chant Ram Nam. Siya Ram Mai Savi Jan Jani. Karo Pranam Jaga Juda Pani. If you don't see Bhagavan within everyone's heart, then on one side will not let you live. Don't see Maya. Have Sudarshan, auspicious vision, not inauspicious vision, Kudarshan. Have Sudarshan. So then there's a big meeting. Brahma held a big meeting to think on how to help the Kali Yuga Jivas. So then he called Pawan Devata, Hanuman and Bhim. And then three of them, they appeared in one form as the son of this Madhavacarya. In Pujyapad Kshetra, there's Parshuram. There were 100 Brahmins. They were allotted to serve Anantapatmanabh, the king. There he ordered them. In this very pure place, Parshuram, he did tapasya for many years. There's a very nice river flowing there, Tungabhadra river. This is nearby is Kaladi also, which is Shankaracharya's birthplace. Sharda Peeth is there nearby, and Dharmasthalam is also nearby, where Dharma is discussed by Jam Maharaj himself. Because there's no place in Yamlok, because so many people are there in hell. Because already hell is full. So therefore he has to come here to Dharmasthal and discuss Dharma. Because hell is always full of it. And Dharma is in Dharmasthal. In Narak, the sinners are there. But there are some who commit sinful activity even though they're knowledgeable. So for them they have to go to special region of hell. Like you see, there are certain ministers, they are given special accommodation. Like you say, if any ministers are sent to prison, then they are given special accommodation in the prison, although they are ministers. So those who become Brahma Rakshasas, they don't go to hell, they go to Dharmasthala. If you go to Dharmasthala, you can see in the Tungabhadra river, there's so many fish there, big fish. And they're and all these fish, there are like 10,000 fish there. And police are guarding, don't touch these fish. You can feed these fish. They'll even jump on the surface. They'll play around, eat what you after. But you should not say anything to these fish. Try hurting them. So all the sadhus who died, they became these fish. Because you see the sadhus, they were living off other people's money, other people's food. So if one dies in Vrindavan, he becomes a monkey. And all the Mayavadis, they become fish when they die. And Haridwar, if they die, they become a cow. Babaji becomes a monkey, Mayavadi becomes a fish. And in Varanasi, and they say the Mayavadis become fish. And in Haridwar, if anyone dies there, they become a crow. And they say, therefore in Dharmasthala they are all discussed. You see in Sunday, you see when there's any judgment, many judges sit, not just one judge. Now you see immediately the judgment is given. Less than 15-20 days, the court is open. They say the court cases should not be delayed. Judgment should be given quickly. Similarly, Yam Maharaj is also there in Dharmasthala. He gives his judgment quickly. So there, the king gave 100 Brahmanas this facility to serve. So Narayan Bhatta, he was the foremost among all these Brahmins. And also there's Tungabhadra river. And there Parsuram also was there. And there are very nice mountains there. Very nice place. And so the Brahmins, they are maintained by the king. They forgot their tyak tapasya. They lost their sadhan bhajan. Like sometimes they say, if Babajis get food, then they lose their bhajan. They stop doing bhajan. They won't do mala mantra anymore. Because now they say, I'm getting food easily. Oh, today I want to eat malpua, kheer, rabdi halwa. Why am I eating such bland food, boring food? Really say, oh, I'm not coming here to eat khichdi. You see, I'm from a very high family. You think I'm a washerman or a dog eating like this? You say, why? Because now they're no longer interested in bhajan. Now they want to enjoy. You see, the king made all arrangements. But the Brahmanas, they've lost all their austerity. And they say, just as like you see, a person becomes very poor. A Brahman becomes very poor when he loses Brahmagyan. He doesn't do bhajan anymore. Sadhu becomes very unfortunate when he becomes separate from his mala mantra, from Bhagwan's seva. So what does the king do? King is always making all arrangements for Padmanabh seva. Then slowly everything was destroyed. So Narayan Bhatta used to serve Padmanabh. He had a big farm. So he was thinking, he asked Padmanabh, I'm very old. Who will serve me? So he was praying. So no answer. Then this way, tapasya, well, this way even the river started drying because Brahmins stopped performing tapasya. There was no rain. It was very hilly region. It was very hot there. Could not grow anything there. No water. And they say they had to bring water from like very far. Also could they serve Padmanabh. And they say there you see, they make houses of wood. Like now you make houses made of stone. There you make houses of wood. A nice roof. Even now if you go there you can see they make homes of wood. So when Narayan Bhatta prayed to Anand Padmanabh, then Anand Padmanabh said, alright. That's insane. So what we do? One who's when there's one person here, he will not consult his authority, but he will try superseding that authority, saying, oh, I won't speak to the police station, police officer here, I'll speak directly to the minister. And they say, you see here, even if you go to the minister, still you'll have to get the permission of the police inspector nearby. So similarly, Narayan Bhatta, why are you praying to me? Just pray to Brahma. Brahma is the creator of this world. You see, I'm giving you all these services because of Brahma. I'm serving all of you. I'm saving all of you. I'm protecting all of you because of Brahma. So if you don't respect Brahma, then how are you respecting me? So then Narayan Bhatta said, alright, I'll pray to Brahma. And Brahma also was thinking that now it is Kali Yuga. Jiva is very unfortunate. They have no intelligence. They have so much ignorance. I'm very refined gentleman. Babuji. In Andhra Pradesh, you see, if you go there, you'll have to call them Bapu. Oh, Bapu, come here. I just say, oh, sister, Akka, then they'll speak to you. I say, oh, Akka, give me some water. Then they'll say, oh, Bapu, you should speak to them. So therefore, in Brahma, you see, the Jiva is very arrogant. They are puffed up. Even an ant has so much arrogance. If you see, the ant is always ready to bite you. Even if it breaks its leg, still it will not leave you. It will die biting you. So the Kali Yuga Jivas are like this. They're ready to die, but they'll not listen. So Narayan Bhatta, he worshipped Brahma. And Brahma, he said, alright. There's no such Jiva who doesn't breathe. You see, even the aquatic creatures, the creatures living on the land, in the sky, every living entity is always taking deep breaths to survive. So therefore, I'll send this Vayu Devata. What will I do? By Shabda Brahma Bhagavatmani mantra, he will enter inside every living entity and purify them. And with every inhalation and exhalation, this Mukhya Pranvayu will revitalize them. You see, as soon as air cannot enter into one's body, and you see his throat starts choking up, and he can no longer take any deep breaths. Then what happens? Then he dies. Then Brahma said, I'll send Vayu Devata. If he doesn't listen, then you see, if they don't listen, then he'll die. Because when a person cannot breathe, how can he survive? He cannot take a breath. Like here, there's a rule. When a person dies, they say, Ram Naam Satya hai. They say, why do you say that the holy name of Ram is true when he's dying, when he's dead? Why not chant the name of Ram when he's still alive? So when he's taken to the burning cart, then they say Ram Naam Satya. So Brahma, he said, now I'll send this Pran Vayu Devata. Very nice guru. Who don't do bhajan, who don't do sadhan, what happens? First of all, they get asthma. They get bronchitis. They cannot breathe properly. They get a hole in their heart. And this way they cannot even breathe properly. Why? They haven't done any sadhan, any bhajan. And even when they do mala mantra, bhajan, then they can change. Therefore, Tulsidas is sung. One comes to do Hari Bhajan, but then he gets sidetracked. Then you see, he eventually gets married, then he has children. Then he has to serve all of them, but he will not serve Bhagavan, do his bhajan. No matter how much we do for Bhagavan, no matter how much we do for family, do we do even little for Bhagavan? How much time are we giving to our family and how much time are we giving to Prabhu, Bhagavan? Say, oh, we should chant 64 rounds. How can I chant 64 rounds? It's so difficult, painful for me. I can chant one day. How can I chant every day? Alright, I can chant on Ekadashi 64 rounds. Or else I can chant when there's a holiday. But how can I chant 64 rounds every day? Make many excuses. But you see, when you die, can you take your wife, children, grandchildren, your house, can you take it with you? Will your parents stop your death? So Brahma, he said that this Vayu, he's capable of entering inside everyone. So he ordered Vayu to go there. He also sent Hanuman and Bhimsen. Now go and preach in Kali Yuga. So Narayan Bhatta came. Then he named his son Vasudeva. He was just a small boy. He'd go with his father to the fields every day. And he'd tell his mother, oh, give me something to eat. Then he'd eat everything. Water was present in his house, he'd eat everything. Water, milk was left, curd was left, everything. Then his mother would ask him, is there a Brahma Rakshas inside you? How much are you eating? How much can I feed you now? And he'll drink water, he'll drink huge pots of water. His mother would bring water from very far distance, 10 kilometers, and drink everything, big pots. His mother said, where did this boy come from? He's finishing everything in the house. Only when I was with my husband, we had something to eat. Now when he's come, we have nothing now. You see, like Kunti, what would she do? Bhim would tell Kunti, your mother, give me the food that all my other brothers have also. He said all these brothers, so they cannot even digest this food. So then Bhim would take all their food also and keep it on his plate. So Narayan, this same Bhim has come now as Narayan Bhatta's son. So now they're saying what to do. She asked Padmanabh, he will not let us do anything now. So Padmanabh was smiling. So then when his father, he incurred some debt. As he was farming, he took some money from one person. Bought 2 bulls, 2 ox. And then he owed him some money. And he said, give me the money back. Give the money back, he'd be repeatedly asking him. Vasudev asked his father, why does he come every day? And he becomes so sad. What does he say? And he said, oh, I took some money from him, he's asking for the money back. And he called him, you come here. When he came there, he said, here, take as much money as you want. Here, I put these gold coins inside. And he said, and then he said, I'll also pay for your 2 bulls. And he took there's a tamarind tree there, he took tamarind seeds, and he gave all these tamarind seeds to him in a bundle. When he saw there were so many gold coins there. So he said, he was an honest man. He said, why do you give me so many coins? So here, take this money back. I only want what you owed me. So then Narayan Bhatta said, where you get this money from? Your son gave. So the son said, oh, he was asking for money, so I gave him the money he wanted. So then he said, I don't want so much money. I can take maybe 5, 6, 10 gold coins. You take everything back. The mother, she would go to bring water. The mother says, why are you suffering so much? Padmanabh is here. Ganga is always at his lotus feet. You don't have that faith. So then they said, if I knew all these things, then why do I have to go so far? So then there's a mountain there. When Madhavacarya, he started throwing the mountain away. And then in front of Padmanabh, he made a very nice kunda. And then Ganga appeared spontaneously from Padmanabh's lotus feet and filled that kunda. He said, don't have faith, just see Ganga Devi came here. Even now if you go there to Nil Madhav in Odisha, that near Jagannath Puri, you can see Nil Madhav is on top of the hill. There you see also at his lotus feet, there's a small pond there. There's a small hole there. And every time the Ganga is coming and filling that hole. The Sapta Ganga, the 7 tributaries of the Ganga, they always flow from his transcendental body to fill that hole. So there also Ganga is flowing from Padmanabh. She filled that pond in front of his temple. Very beautiful pond. It's very white, like milk, that pond. You can bathe there, you can drink that water, you can cook from that water. It's not very big. It's like half of our temple hall. But still thousands of people can bathe there. He said, oh, this water, how long will it stay? Then Vasudeva said, this water will never dry. Even now, you see, thousands of years still, the pond is still present. And he told his father, oh father, I want to take sannyas and preach. And I'll defeat all the Mayavadis. Defeat Shankaracharya's followers, and I'll make all them my disciples. And his father said, oh, you're only speaking like this. And he said, oh father, what I'm saying is true. And he said, all right. You see this dry stick? Can this dry stick grow into a very nice tree? And he said, here. The mother planted that dry stick, and then they said, if it grows into a nice tree, then I'll agree. Then you see, it was a very hilly region. It was a dry piece of stick, dry stick there. Just put inside the ground, and then immediately it grew into a very huge banyan tree. Even now, you can have darshan of that tree. So many thousands of people can sit underneath the shade of that tree. Grew into a huge tree. So then he said, no, I'll take sannyas. I said, first you study something. He said, what should I study? So then, Bhakti.Urupi, there's a little distance. And then his father made some arrangements for him to study. So then he was sent to Gurukul. And the next day he came there. His Guruji said, oh, these boys very intelligent. He taught all the other students. He also teaches us. So now I'll make him the teacher, the Acharya here. He will teach everyone. No, there's no point of us teaching him. No, rather he's teaching us. Madhavacarya said, I finished all my education now. What will I do? He said, no, I'll take sannyas now. How old was he? And Shankaracharya took sannyas when he was 8 years old. When he was only 12 years old, and there he was admitted into his Gurukul. Then he sat down to speak Harikatha there. Not just one or two, thousands would come to listen to him speak. And when he came to see his son, then they became opposed to him. That he's our Guru, Acharya, don't take him away from here. They started fighting with him. They didn't let him leave there. When his father left, then after some days again he came. He said he's taken sannyas now. Now I will not return home. So there's one temple, Ananteshwar temple. There the Guru of the Mayavadis, he was saying that he took sannyas from him. There was Achyut Praksha. So he took sannyas from him, and then he started teaching everything. He would teach everyone that his own Guru. He said, oh, you give me Diksha now. I become your disciple now. And so there's the Buddhists, the Jainis, Mayavadis, so many. First Sankaracharya, second Sankaracharya. They all came. He defeated all of them. He made all of them his disciples. Now he said, I want to go preaching now. Then, first he wrote a commentary on Brahma Sutra, Mahabharata, the Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. But when this Brahma Vimohan Leela was described, he said, oh, Brahma is my Guru. How can I think that Brahma is a complete illusion? So he never wrote a commentary on this. He didn't write one word, one letter also. He said, how can I judge my Guru? Because Brahma was placed in illusion. He stole the cowherd boys and calves, hid them in a cave. He was examining Krishna. So this entire chapter he just left. He didn't comment on this. He said, I cannot comment on my Guru. Because to judge him is not good. Then he took some disciples and went to Badrikashram. There he did Abhishek Badrinarayan, did Arati. And he sat there. And then he wrote this purport. He said, I come to speak it to you. You listen to it. He started speaking on all these purports. So that time, Vyasdev himself appeared there. And he said, I am very happy. Madhavacarya has destroyed everything. The Sharirik Bhashya, and Mansik Bhashya, and Atma Bhashya, and Paramatma Bhashya. And he named it Sharirik Bhashya. He said, what I have written is Sharirik Bhashya. It's not Mansik or Atmic or Paramatma. It concerns the body. But they think Sharirik Bhashya is a Tammuz commentary. They remember all of this. So Madhavacarya, he, first of all, he wrote this commentary, Vaishnava commentary. And Vyasadeva became so happy with him. And he said, now he write a commentary on all the Upanishads. Ishakena Kata Mandagya, Prashna, Mandagata Aitriya, Chandogya. The 108 Upanishads, write a commentary on them. And he showed it to me.
बस दोबारा गए
Then he went again.
क्या किया
Then what did he see?
संप्रदाय मायावादी संप्रदाय का है
He saw,
समस्त खंडन
he defeated all the Mayavadis.
लिखा
And whatever they had written,
सबका खंडन करके
he defeated all their arguments and he came there.
और वैष्णव जी ने
And Vyasdev,
देखने
he was very happy with him.
ऐसे योग्य व्यक्ति की जरूरत था
And he needed someone who was so qualified.
दिया
And he blessed him.
प्रचार करो
You continue your preaching. And
सब मैं
whatever you need, I'll make all arrangements.
गुरु जी के आदेश अर्थात
Because
ब्रह्म संप्रदाय का
in Brahma Sampradaya,
तो अपने
yeah,
मर्यादा है
he is the Acharya.
बिना पूछे बिना आदेश के
So without the instruction of his Guru, he cannot do anything. Order of his Guru. So when preaching,
जितने जितने गांव देहात तो उस मुसलमान
in so many places, because the time Muslims were controlling many parts of India. So there was an Hindu king. He saw 40-50 sannyasis. You see, they're very strong. You see Madhavacarya, you see his picture. You see how he was so strong. And then he said, today, you see, it's never rained here so many days. So it's like digging up a pond. And they say, all of you should help, all you for sannyasis. First, you should dig this pond and then go ahead. Because I wanted to leave. Madhavacarya said, all right. Then he said, all right, king, you show us a little. We don't know how to dig a pond. So sannyasis should teach us. And the king started digging a pond. Then Madhavacarya said, no, you do. No, you dig the pond until there's water. And then we'll see how much you've dug. And then we'll help you. And the king, he became a fool. And his king and the entire army, they themselves started digging the pond. And then they took their chisels and they started they're digging up this pond with their own hands. And Madhavacarya, he went. And there he saw there was a big graveyard there. And then he started doing Abhishek.Gopal there, doing Arati, Puja, offering Bhoga. And all the Muslims, they came there. They came running. They said, oh, Baba, don't do like this. Yesterday, you see, the only son of the king, he died, we just buried him here. So don't ring your bell here, don't blow your conch here. And he said, all right. Then the king came there also. Then he said, where did you bury this boy? The mullahs have said, they should bury him, now he's dead. Then they take his body out. Then they again dug the grave out, took the boy out. The Madhavacarya came some Charnamrit of Gopal. And he spoke the mantra inside his ear. And immediately, smiling, he opened his eyes and he sat up. And then Madhavacarya gave him some prasad of Gopal, made him his disciple and he left, and he also left. And the king said, take my kingdom, take whatever you want. Just give this boy back to me. He said, you buried your boy just now. Now he's mine, I brought him back to life. How is he your son anymore? I'll take him wherever I wish. He said, no, I'll not give this son to you anyway. It's already, you keep him. He said, you cannot even keep him for one day. How can you keep him? And then when he was preaching, he said, everywhere he went. He went all over India. All the Buddhists, all the Jains, all the Mayavadis, all of them. Not only just defeating them, he also gave them this gyan. And then he'd say, you will never be happy in your life if with every inhalation and exhalation you remember Bhagwan. Then no evil living entities can enter inside your body and disturb your mind. And they say, if you're always remembering Bhagwan. Because you see, once you take an inhalation, then you'll also have to exhale. If you inhale, so the time when you exhale, then automatically living entities are entering your body. Not that other sangha means it means only speaking with Vishayas, materialists, but no. That is a gross form of sensation. But what is a subtle form of sensation? So as you go to one place smelling so much, then you think, oh, smells so much here. If you go to a nice place, you smell so nice here. So this you see, you're actually associating with these different kinds of smells. So therefore, we should not limit yourself to such. So you should always remember Bhagwan. So when this Guru Mantra is given, then every time this Guru Mantra should be chanted, then Guru is with you. Then no problem. Then your spirituality. No dusanga or evil other living entities can enter inside you. And you'll never be a coward. You'll never be very miserable in your life. You'll never be scared. So he was preaching. And every day he'd go serve on the Padmanabh along with all his disciples. But the Brahmins they're very strict even now. If one follows brahmacharya for 48 years, then he is given sannyas. And he shall just be of a Brahmin family. Or they won't give him sannyas. Anyway, he gives diksha, then they have very strong rules. Very, very difficult to even take diksha in that line, Madhavacarya's line. And you see, they make sure that all their books are only in Sanskrit or in Kannada. They'll never be translated in any other language. But Prabhupada, he went there, Bhakti Siddhanta, and he went there and took all their books. And he translated all their books. And he translated all of them in Gaudiya Patrika, Armanis Parmatiki, Bhagavad Patrika. Then so many patrikas used to be published. Therefore, some of these translations were published. In Chaitanya Math, they published the four deities are established there in Chaitanya Math. Prabhupada made sure Bhagavad was offered to them. And this way, he published all the instructions in the Gaudiya Patrika.